Getting a new pet can bring a lot of joy, but some Kentuckiana families say their purchase of a new puppy quickly took a turn.
WDRB's Dakota Sherrick looked into why some claim a Louisville pet store sold them sick puppies.
Good girls. All right, you ready? Let's go.
More than a year ago,
Never stood a chance.
Kyrie became part of April Gilmore's family.
So it was actually a complete happenstance.
Gilmore discovered Puppygram last April, a shop that sells purebred puppies and pet supplies.
Initially, I was excited because I love puppies. Who doesn't?
Thinking her dog, Kimber, could use a buddy, Gilmore decided to purchase a pup.
How quickly after bringing her home did things take a turn?
The very next day. The very next day, she started coughing.
9 days after adopting Kyrie, a veterinarian made a disturbing diagnosis.
Canine herpes, and it's highly contagious amongst dogs.
Which spread to Kimber.
I was very angry.
He's a good boy. This is Comet. Hello, Comet. Thank you.
Karen Jenkins, Puppygram's regional manager, joined the company after Gilmore bought her dog and can't speak to her experience.
It's our biggest goal to make sure when we let a puppy go out our doors that it's in the happiest, healthiest condition possible for a family.
But Jenkins was inspired to work there as a happy customer herself.
My puppies are beautiful and healthy. I've had no troubles with them.
Jenkins says all puppies are checked by a veterinarian twice a week, but they can't control what the dogs may be exposed to after they leave.
Once a puppy leaves our hands here, unfortunately, they're at the mercy of the owner at that time.
But Gilmore isn't the only customer claiming their dog from Puppygram quickly got sick.
I seen Louie and I fell in love with him.
Chelsea, who asked not to be shown on camera, took out a loan to pay $2,700 for Louie and realized something was wrong.
I noticed he's not eating that food.
Louie started falling over and vomiting. So 9 days after adopting him, Chelsea took him to an emergency vet who diagnosed him with a parasite.
I do believe that veterinarians can help consumers.
Dr. Lorna Grandy, who didn't treat Louie but has 25 years of experience as a veterinarian, says symptoms of the disease typically surface within a week.
We don't generally see Giardia, again, from puppies that come from clean, reputable environments.
Chelsea had to take out another loan for Louie's medical costs, and her vet wasn't confident.
She told me, but I can't promise he's going to make it out of this. Louie.
But Louie managed to defy the odds.
He's thriving, he's healthy.
Now Chelsea is facing a mountain of debt.
I didn't want to let him die, and it was either get in debt or let him die.
Because Chelsea did not want to be identified, Jenkins couldn't respond to her claims directly.
And I don't know if it's a situation where she actually let us know or is just claiming that she let us know.
Both Gilmore and Chelsea questioned the health records they were given by Puppygram. Some vaccination dates for Gilmore's dog are listed a month after she adopted Kyrie. Jenkins says the form is a schedule of what would have occurred if the dog stayed with them.
So even though the dog left in April, it was up to date on all the shots that were listed up to the date that the puppy left the store.
I think both of the sheets of vaccinations and deworming protocols are unusual for reputable breeders. It isn't what we recommend generally, but it is very common for us to see that from large-scale commercial dog breeders. And they have a tendency to what we would consider sort of over-vaccinate.
When the puppies first arrive at the pet store, they may not show any problems. But by the time you take it home, there's a very real possibility that they could be extremely sick.
Jenkins says they have strict guidelines for the breeders they use.
We would never purposefully breed so that somebody can come back with complaints. That just doesn't make good business sense.
While not specifically speaking to practices at Puppygram, Todd Blevins, Kentucky's Humane Society State Director, believes in general, for-profit pet stores rely on high-volume breeders to supply puppies. Louisville Metro Animal Services has gotten 9 complaints about Puppygram, but none of them resulted in violations. The Humane Society says more than 400 communities nationwide passed laws to ban the retail sale of dogs and cats, including in Elizabethtown and Radcliffe.
We would encourage Louisville Metro Council to consider the same thing. We would encourage state officials to consider the same thing for the sake of the families like you spoke to.
Ready to play?
Jenkins says her mission is to connect families with their forever pets, and she invites people to come and see the shop for themselves.
We're totally transparent about what we do.
You wanna play frisbee? Go get it.
But customers like Chelsea and Gilmore remain concerned.
I don't want this to happen to anybody. What happened to me? Come on.
In Louisville with photojournalist Darius Bowie, Dakota Sherrick, WDRB News.